Hello everybody and welcome back to OLIS ASMR World. Hopefully we're all good. This video will be a mix of soft spoken and soft, actually that's wrong, weren't it? Soft spoken and whisper. How you doing? How you diddling? Yeah, so all itchy nose. It's going to be a bit of both, okay? Oh, we're all good with that. Have any of you watched yet? And I hope you have. Your Honour on Sky Atlantic. It's so good. Bryan Cranston from Breaking Bad played Walt in Breaking Bad. He plays a judge, and his son's involved in an accident, and his dad tries to cover it up for him. It's really, really good. I'm halfway through that at the minute. It's 4 days in now, for no particular reason at all, other than it was on the TV a minute ago, and now it's not. So I thought I'd tell you about it. What are we doing today? Oh yeah, total football number 3. Free. This microphone is an awkward sod to get into position. Like when I do my videos, my wife, it can be over there, because we talk loud, it can be picked up. Because it's ASMR, it has to be sort of right in front of me, which makes it rather difficult. I was in two minds. Should I cover Liverpool and their very entertaining season, or should we cover the overall Premier League so far? Because there's a lot to talk about there, isn't there? You know, the death and rise of Chelsea this season, the death of Liverpool and their embarrassing title retention challenge, the rebirth of Man City, the plodding along and doing actually alright of Man United. But no, we're not going to talk any of that. We are going to talk about Liverpool. Why not? They're on the TV right this second. Right now they're on in the background, celebrating because they got a 2-0 win against the mighty RB Leipzig. And don't get me wrong, Leipzig are good. I watched them a few times this season. I watched them against United, weren't they? When they beat United. United beat them in the first game, and Leipzig beat United in the second game in the group stage. But we are going to talk about Liverpool, because what the hell Klopp has done there, I do not know. In my honest opinion, he's got into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Don't get me wrong, it's a good place to be. Everyone wants to be in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Everyone wants to be in the final. Will Liverpool make the final? I don't think so. I don't think they do. I've just seen that Nat Phillips played last night, did he? Let's have a look who started that game last night. Let's give us a second. I've just seen that Nat Phillips was on the pitch. Liverpool line up. Sorry guys. Leipzig. So little look-sees. So this is their lineup from last night for Liverpool. Come on, where's it at, you buggers? They're hiding it right down at the bottom. It's okay, they're not even showing the actual full lineup, I don't think. What are you playing at, Independent? That's just ridiculous. They say here's the lineup, but then there's no lineups. Right, let's have another look-see here. Apologies for this. Hold up. Liverpool lineup. Leipzig. Now give me the bloody lineup. This one should do it. Okay, so Liverpool's team was as follows: Alson in goal, Trent at right back, Robson left back, Phillips and Kabak as centre back, Fabinho was in there, along with Wijnaldum, Thiago. I don't know if Fabinho played midfield or did he play three at the back, I'm not sure. Mane, Salah and Jota. No, Firmino, he was injured, weren't he? Yeah, so I'm guessing Fabinho played midfield yesterday for them, which obviously improves their midfield because without him in there, it's pretty bang average. You can bang on all you want about Jordan Henderson to me, but the lad isn't getting any younger. His form has been pretty awful this season, along with most of the Liverpool squad. Let's have a look at their team overall. Liverpool squad, squaddy. So Liverpool went into this season, guys, as we all know, as the champions of the Premier League. They'd done the unthinkable. They finally won their first league title in like 4,000 years. And I thought, no, this ain't good. This is not good. This is going to be one of them ones where they go on to dominate the league for a lot of years. I honestly thought that. Thought they'll get off the top this season. Because City last season, if you watched them, City were pretty poor. Sirens, just had to put up with it. Yeah, City were pretty poor last season. And I thought, they haven't really improved the squad in the summer. All they did was bring in Ferran Torres. Oh, that's a lie. They did improve the squad, didn't they? Ruben Diaz, Nathan Ake and Ferran Torres came in. One or two left. So yeah, they definitely improved, Man City did. Especially defensively. Christ. Ruben Diaz has been a revelation. But I still thought Liverpool would have enough. We didn't know how good Diaz would be. Thought it might take him a season to settle in. Nathan Ake, seen him at Bournemouth, he was bang average down there. I didn't see any threat from City as a United fan. Didn't think United would win the league though either. But I thought Liverpool got this wrapped up. Another league title for them buggers. That's 2 on the bounce. They didn't really let anyone go, did they, Liverpool? Origi's still there, Shaqiri's still there. Maybe that's part of the problem. Milner's still there. Another problem in my opinion. But they didn't really freshen up either. The only player Liverpool brought in last summer was Thiago. And you look at it and you think, well, what if a defender gets injured? You rely week in, week out on Van Dijk. There was calls last season because they let Lovren go, didn't they? My bad. Lovren left. I don't think anyone else left. I need to look with it. It's the only right way to do this. There's no point me guessing, is there? If you ever want to know any transfer details, guys, go to Transfer Market. It's a really good website. I look at this one quite often for information. Transfermarket.co.uk. Right then, Liverpool. Oh, come on, you horrible kid. Transfers. Here we go. So bring up all the transfers that's running like forever. Since the day of Dawn. Whoever Dawn was. When he wants to bloody work, we will have some. Okay, it's a good job I use this website because I completely forgot about Jota coming in and the left back to Simicas. How many times has he played? I mean, seriously, the Carabao Cup, the FA Cup, Champions League, Premier League. How many games has this lad had? It's ridiculous. Poor sod came in for 11 million from Olympiacos. He's played like 2 games, if that. Okay, so Liverpool lost. This old Ryan Brewster didn't really lose him. They wanted rid Lovren, Algeria, who was never going to get a game. Harry Wilson to Cardiff. Lallana, he wasn't going to get a game, was he? Nathaniel Klein was let go to Palace. Seth Vandenberg came in last season and hasn't really had a chance. So yeah, really it's just Minamino left as well, didn't he? Another one who I don't think they're exactly missing over at Liverpool. But their signings were Jota, Thiago and Tsimikas. You can't go into a season with just those as your new arrivals. I'm sorry, but yeah, it started well. It did. You had Jota banging in the goals. And they did need him because they needed to. I've got to clear my throat with it. like the defence, you can't just rely on Salah, Mane, Firmino, as has been proved this season. Their backup options, Origi, Shaqiri, no good. How many goals this season did they score? When was the last time Shaqiri even scored? I'm guessing it was against United. He did score one last season, I believe, against United. That's probably his last goal. If he was no good, here's a clue for you, Klopp. Just a little clue. If Shaqiri was no good 2 years ago for you, he's not going to be any good 2 years later. It's just a hint that maybe it's time to get rid. Origi, if all he's ever been good is coming off the bench, he's no Ole Gunnar Solskjaer back in the day when Solskjaer come off the bench and scored 4 goals a game, like he did against Nottingham Forest back in the day. No, Origi's not going to do that. You'll be looking if you get 2 goals off the bench from a season. So, get rid. It's just a clue. There are Premier League quality strikers out there you can bring off the bench who are happy to play on the bench for Liverpool, who will get you goals. It's just a clue. I mean, Christ. Let's have a look at the Premier League strikers. I'll tell you who would have gone to Liverpool off the top of my head. Let's have a little looky. Premier League strikers 2021. Let's have a little look, see if it'll tell us. We should really bringing up that goal scorers. We'll have a flick through that. I mean, obviously, it's got like all-time goal scorers, for Christ's sake. Oh no, it hasn't. Here we go. So obviously you got your main ones, your Salahs, your Bamfords, etc. Lacazette, blah, 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 blah. Okay, it's not bringing up any more. Why not? I want more. I want the strikers who've only scored a few goals. Come on. Show me what I'm looking for. Okay. Here we go. My buddy's working now. Okay, so Lookman, he went to Fulham from Leipzig. There's no reason why they could have brought Lookman in. Better than Origi. Look at the form Adam Lookman's had this season. You have... I'm just looking. This is a very bad comparison what I'm making here. I mean, Menmino went out. He's only got 3 bloody goals all season. Okay, I can't even pull up anybody names. I apologise for that. Off the top of my head though, okay, down at Watford, you had Troy Deeney. He's not amazing, but you bring Troy Deeney instead of Origi, and I guarantee you get more effort and more leadership from Troy Deeney over the course of like 3 or 4 games. He will offer Origi over a full season. If you bring in, who was the bloke who went to, he left Sheffield United, didn't he? Or did he? Who was relegated last? I can't remember. Boom. No, he's gone. Right on my head. There was a team who went down the season, and one of their players went on loan to Watford. I was like, what the hell? What's he doing at Watford? And now he's gone to us. Charlie bloody Austin as well. He's at QPR. He was at West Brom last season. Crap. Really crap at West Brom. Goes to QPR. Banging goals for fun. Premier League experience. An old head on his shoulders. Put him on your bench. I'd be more scared as a United fan of Charlie Austin in the Liverpool team than I am of Divock Origi and Shaqiri in the Liverpool team. Goes without saying. My point being, there are better players out there Liverpool could have brought in and who would be happy to sit on the bench. You look at the Liverpool defence, who they had this season. No, Phillips. Had anyone ever heard of him before this season? No. Yet you've been relying on him at various times to help you retain the title because of the injury to Van Dijk. Joe Gomez, injured. You lost your 2 best centre-backs. Now, if United lose their 2 best centre-backs, let's have a look at this. Or Man City even, but Man United's defence is pretty bad average. Our 2 best centre-backs, in my opinion, Lindelof and Maguire. You lose both of them, okay, that's fine. You bring in Eric Bailly and Phil Jones. That's a pretty terrible comparison, I know. But they both got Premier League experience. You also have Axel Tuanzebe there as well. Liverpool lost Gomez and Van Dijk, and they had to pull in a midfielder, Fabinho. Oh, they also had John Matip as well. He's always injured all the time. So he's going to two fit, experienced centre-backs in Van Dijk and Gomez. They pull back Fabinho from midfield, so your midfield's then affected. Where's the logic? You let an experienced defender go in Lovren. You had a young kid called Nat Phillips who was 22, never played a game in the Premier League. You bring a lad from Preston who could have gone to Celtic, had a run of games where maybe Rangers haven't won the league yet because Celtic are getting better results because they got a better defender up there in Ben Davies rather than Shane Duffy. What do Liverpool do? They sign Ben Davies and don't give him a game. I know he's been injured, but I'm sure he's been fit for a few games. They're bringing this young lad from Schalke, Quebec. Never played a game in the Premier League in his life. Only played about 30 games in Germany. Something silly like that. Let's bring him in. Let's see what he can do for Liverpool against the best teams in England and Europe. Yes, they got a clean sheet last night. He played in both games against Leipzig. Why do you think he got a clean sheet against Leipzig? He's used to German football. He's played 30-odd games over there. He's probably played against Leipzig a couple of times. For Schalke, he knew what to expect. But in the Premier League, they've lost to Fulham. They've lost to Chelsea. That's 2 games that have cost me money on bets. They've lost 6 games at home on the bounce in the Premier League. It's quite funny, but I don't want to laugh right now. Not on this video anyway. Jota picks up an injury. Okay, that's fine. You didn't have him last season. You won the Premier League. You won the Premier League with goals through Mane, Salah and Firmino. What the hell's happened to him this season? Yes, Salah is, I think he's the Premier League top goal scorer. But a lot of them came early on in this season. You cannot tell me, okay, we've lost our centre-backs, therefore our goal scorers can't score. Where's the logic in that sentiment? Oxlade-Chamberlain, back fit, can't get a game, came off the bench last night at Liverpool. He's been back fit for ages. I remember when Ox was there originally at Liverpool at the beginning, he was banging form. He was banging in goals, he was in top form. They bring Thiago and it's like, okay, we have this really good player here. Won numerous titles with Bayern Munich. He has to be squeezed in the team somewhere at the cost of Oxlade-Chamberlain. Where's the logic? Because Thiago has not performed in a single game that I've watched. I've watched a lot of Liverpool games this season. He has not performed in any of them. Yet we still keep putting him in there. Again, last night he's probably in there because he's played against Leipzig a lot of times. Knew what to expect. Klopp knows he could handle Leipzig. Liverpool aren't going to win the league title this season. They'll be lucky to get in the Champions League. The only way they get in the Champions League, in my opinion, is if they win the Champions League. Can they win it? On paper, if everything clicks, yes. Realistically, on paper, no. At the same time, because Nat Phillips and Quebec, or Nat Phillips and Fabinho, or a combination of Fabinho, Buddy Gomez, if he comes back, and Joel Matip, aren't going to keep out a rampant Bayern Munich. I watched Bayern Munich against... Who did I watch them against? Dortmund on the weekend. They were good. They were real good. I watched PSG last night putting a defensive show. I didn't think PSG were capable of defending. I thought they were just all out attack. But they only had Icardi and Mbappe fit, so they had to defend a lot against Barcelona. And they did it. They only conceded the 1 goal. And that was it. Well, they conceded 1 goal and a penalty. And the penalty was saved by the keeper. We'll go into my Premier League predictions another day. We're not going to talk about it today. There's no need to. But in general, my idea of Liverpool in the Champions League, no. Liverpool getting the Champions League next season, no. Have Liverpool let down their fans this season? In my opinion, yes. If you win the title and your team's been together for 3 or 4 years and it looks knackered on paper, Robertson, Trent playing every single game all the time, knackered. Van Dijk playing every single game all the time, going to be knackered. Mane, Firmino, Salah, going to be knackered. Simple as Henderson, going to be knackered. You need to freshen up the team. You got Wijnaldum, who apparently wants to leave at the end of the season. I think he will leave at the end of the season. Ox can't get back in the team. Go out and strengthen. They were saying at the end of the season, clubs like, we can't afford to spend money. Hang on, you've just won the biggest league title in the world. Pretty much bigger than any other league title going. It's the toughest league in the world. Yet you can't afford to spend money. What the hell are you on about? Go out and sign. Get rid of your Deadwood. Get rid of Shaqiri. Get rid of Origi. Why not let him go? Sell him on. Don't matter. You don't need him if you can get someone else in. Don't bring in a free transfer in Thiago because it makes sense because it's a free transfer, you tight bastards. Go out and sign the players that are going to improve your team. Man City needed a new defender. They had Laporte there, they had Stones there. They let Otamendi go. Company had gone the season before that. They went outside Ruben Diaz, 50 odd million. Just like it's like chump change, whatever it is to us. Don't matter. We'll get him, we need him. And look what he's done to that team. To the point where Laporte's out of the team at times. Because Stone's form has improved so much. Liverpool relying on Joe Gomez to win him another league title was really worrying, if you ask me. Because you couldn't rely on Joel Matip because of his injuries. You couldn't rely on Fabinho because he's a midfielder. You was literally relying on Van Dijk, probably the best defender in the world. And Joe Gomez, who in my opinion is not the best defender in England, like an English defender, let alone in the world. Yet there were defenders out there. There was Upamecano, who's gone to Bayern Munich at the end of the season. There was Koulibaly, could have gone and got him for some of the money. He'd have left Napoli for Liverpool. There was Ruben Diaz, as Man City discovered. There's a couple lads over at Sevilla, Canate, I think, was he at Leipzig? Kunde, he's on at Sevilla, and Canate, I think, is at Leipzig. There's a lot of good defenders in the world, basically. Liverpool didn't stump up the money. Even if they'd gone English, or British rather, let's have a look at quick brainstorm Premier League right now. Who they could have gone and got? It's Burnley, Ben Mee, James Tarkowski. Both would have been improving that defence. Hell, if you brought them both in and took out Van Dijk and Joe Gomez beginning of the season, I think Liverpool do just as well as last season defensively. Maybe not as well, but just nearly as well. Because both are top defenders in an average Burnley team. That's just two for you. At Wolves, I don't want to see either leave, but Willy Bolly and Connor Cody both to improve this Liverpool defence. At West Ham, is it Ogbonna? I think it's Ogbonna still there. He's doing pretty well. You could have gone and got Declan Rice, a lot of money out now. Could play midfield or defence. At Arsenal, okay, they'd have one good defender between a lot of them, but you got my idea really there. Over at I was going to say bringing Otamendi. Christ, that is an accident waiting to happen. At Tottenham, we got Toby Alderweireld. You tell me he wouldn't have left for Liverpool if they'd come in for him? Of course he would have done. Tottenham might have asked for a lot of money, but Liverpool could have gone and got him. Jan Vertonghen left, experienced defender, who went on a free, I believe, to Benfica. Why can't Liverpool get him? I don't know. You have to ask Jurgen Klopp these questions. The point is, there are a lot of good players in the world. Liverpool could have got a few of them. Liverpool could have improved their team. Get rid of the Deadwood, Origi, Shaqiri. Wijnaldum if they want to be there. Joel Matip, always injured. Deadwood, get rid of him now. Improve your chances. Adrian, not good enough backup keeper, get rid. Simple. Just ship him off. Done with. Liverpool didn't do any of this. And Liverpool thought to bring in Jota and Thiago and this left back who never gets to play, and we'll retain our title. The Jota signing was a thing of magic. Look how well he started. Unfortunately, he got a bad injury. I'll give him that. But how the hell all of you front three just lose form at the same time? I don't get that one. Not one attacker, three attackers. all lose form at the same fucking time for a whole season, near enough. You couldn't make it up. You really couldn't. Now, Joachim Löw has said after the Euros in the summer, he'll be leaving the Germany job. Klopp has already quite said, nope, I do not win the job. I don't win the job, no. And after the tournament, I still won't win the job, no. Because Liverpool will want me to stay on and see out my contract. Well, I wouldn't be so confident about that, Jurgen. Honestly, I wouldn't. Would I be confident if I've just took my team from winning the league title to possibly finishing in 6th place, 7th place? I certainly would not be confident that my club still wants me. After that, especially when you've got Steven Gerrard winning a league title at Rangers for the first time in 10 years. Could happen. Strange things have happened at sea. Anyway guys, it's been a longer video than normal. Hope you enjoyed. I'm off skis because I need some breakfast. See you all again soon. Take care.